Hi, and once again, welcome to TonyWilliams.com. As I always say at the start of all my videos, I hope some of the material that I'm able to share on this video will get an average person like myself going from a place of good to greatness as we strive to reconstruct ourselves, to build a legacy for ourselves that's sustainable and that would obviously last. Today I want to talk about just getting out of our comfort zone. You know, it might just be a little rant, but my whole idea is to be able to encourage someone to just get off of their backside and just, get on and get it moving. We sort of accepted today that average sort of mindset, we're okay for everything just to be alright. We're okay to just be able to wake up, go to work, come back home and sleep. We're okay to live in our little houses and drive our little cars and have a little money in our bank account. We're okay to just blend in to society. We're okay to just be average in life. The world has accepted that as the norm, just to be okay in life and average. But really, on the other hand, when we do see people like ourselves, human beings with two arms, two legs, the same mind as ours, go beyond that average, sort of break out of the crowd and bust into a spirit of excellence and operate in a realm of excellence, or outshine or outperform or outachieve, or have unlimited success, or just excelling in their beyond measure in their field. We actually find that a little bit, weird, and we wonder, how did they do it? And, there's no other way that they do it. They've just gone with their gifts and their talent, taken it from an average person and started operating those same gifts and talents as an excellent person. And that's what we need to sort of bear in mind today, as I sort of ran through this whole thing. Nothing sort of pre-written, it's just, thoughts that go through my head on how we could come out of average and start, operating in an excellent spirit. These days, safety and security has sort of been the order of the day. In this volatile world, everybody just wants to be safe. Everybody wants to be secure. Everybody wants to know they have, they operate within the realm that confines them to safety, to a box of limitation, to the crowd. Nobody wants to take the risk to break out. Nobody wants to take the risk to start up. Nobody wants to take the risk to put the first foot forward. That might possibly, without them knowing, lead them to a different part in life. The thing is, when you start, even if you fail, you've got the average to fall back onto. So it's always important sometimes to just take that step and just take that step beyond average. Unless you step out, you never know if you're going to be saved or not. So I'm encouraging someone today to just take that step to step in and into excellence beyond that box of limitation. Break yourself free from that box of limitation. Break yourself free. Use the talents that have been given onto you. You know the story of the talents in the Bible, where God gave, a journeyman went on a journey, and before he gave, his servants some talents. One he gave 5, one he gave 2, one he gave 1 to. And the one with 5, he doubled it by 5. The one with 2 doubled but the one with 1, he thought, my master, he's a wicked man. He sows where he doesn't reap. And he buried the talent under the ground, not turned over nothing with the talent that was given him. And that's how. And then the master came back. He checked on all of them and said, "Oh, you 5, you've done well. Let another 5 be added to yours. You two, you've done exceptionally well. Let another two be up. But you, Mr. with number one, you even had one. You didn't even go and try and increase it to two. You went to bury it on the ground. Take it from him and give it to him. And that's how it is. You know, a lot of people, they operate in a realm where they, you know, they're scared of what, you know, this safety and security mindset, this little job I have, let me keep it, let me, you know, do a cool. No, they don't live that kind of mediocre life. You know, it just boxes you, makes you old and grey in one place. You know, break out, to carry that little talent you have, try and step out with it into it. If it's a boxer, if it's a set skill, take those set skills, try, you know, whatever it is, take it. Don't be comfortable in one zone. Don't sit and fold your arm on que sera and wait for, you know, a day of atonement to come, because you know, it's going to come and it's going to probably meet you just there, broke, busted and disgusted. The only way that change, or that you could get out of that place and start to live in a spirit of excellence, or even succeed beyond your expectations, is to step out into that world. You need to step out. But the question really is, what's it going to be for you? You could decide to sit, on your arse and do nothing, or you could just decide to step out. You know, and when you step out, you realise there's a totally different world out there. You realise you are capable of achieving these things. I keep saying, you know what they say, whatever the mind could conceive, it could achieve. If you could conceive it, you could achieve it. You know, and when you achieve it, then the rewards of achieving comes with it. You know, that so many other things that we want to do, but because of the confinements of where we are, we can't do it. And, you know, but when you begin to achieve it, then you can begin to do it. You could decide to travel the world, take a spouse shopping, you know, buy the best houses, buy the best cars. You could do every single thing you want because you've broken free from that confinement where it has limited everything else that you desire in life, that you're unable, that you weren't able to do. So it is quite important to make sure at all times that we put our mindset just away from the norm. You know, let's think and encourage ourselves to go beyond just normal. We're not normal. We weren't even actually designed to be normal. We're all designed to fulfill a certain purpose, and that means if everybody was designed for a certain purpose, then everybody is a leader in that field. You know, you weren't meant to be a follower, and you know, for us to be designed to fulfill a certain purpose, that means we were given our own mind, like our own individual mind. So you could now tell me how it's possible if you were designed to fulfill a purpose and given your own mind that would allow you fulfill that purpose, and you surrender that mind to somebody else's mindset or somebody else's control or somebody else's rule or somebody else's objective. It's never going to be possible. You know, it's ironic that we were equipped with all these things to fulfill our purpose in life, and it was equipped all in our mind, but the very same thing that we were equipped with and that we were given to use to bring our purpose to power, or to bring our purpose to plan, we choose not to use. You know, what could I call it? Is it socialization, or is it conformation? You know, because socialization would be, you know, how the world treated us from a child, that we should just sit, and you know, when we were young, everybody don't talk unless you're asked to talk, everybody answer your name when you're called, you know, and conformation, the society around you, you just sort of confirm, oh, this is how they operate in this realm, this is how, you know, no, life is not like that. You know, everywhere you are in the world, you ought to be able to bring something positive to that place. You know, that's who we are as individuals. You know, we need to be able to bring the spirit, even if it's not total excellence, but there has to be an element of positivity from you that ripples into that place. You know, and only then could you leave that place and leave a mark, or could you be in that place and start to leave a mark with how things are done, with the way you do things in life. So there's totally no excuses as far as I'm concerned. We should never get into this idea of saying, oh, that's how the way the cookie crumbles, that's how the way the ball bounces, it is what it is. No, we should make the cookie, we should crumble our own cookies, you know, and we should bounce our own balls, and we should make our life the way we want it to be. You know, we're in total control of our life. Nobody else is designed to control our life. Nobody else. I'm saying that now. Nobody else. From you grow up to know the difference between wrong and right, then you're in the position to start making the right choices for your life yourself. You know, the minute you start sitting back and say, yeah, well, it is what it is, this is how, you know, my life is, that's who I am, you're on the part of mediocrity. You know, you're just going to be living on that average line. And in order to get away from that, you know, you need to get up, stand up and say, you know what, I'm making a change here, I'm making a change in my life, I'm making a change to this situation. You know, trust me, it's religious. It's only religion to think poverty is the way to heaven. No, poverty is not the way to heaven. You know, we shouldn't experience hell on earth to experience happiness in heaven. No. It doesn't work like that, my friend. You know, we experience happiness on earth, and then we get to heaven, and our joy is full, and we experience happiness there too. You know, so it's just something to think about. It's a short video, it's a ramble, but it's something to encourage everyone. It's the end of the week. You know, be happy, go lucky. You know, if you have anything else that you want to say, as I always say, pop a line or on the comment box or send me an email. And hopefully, you know, this, as small as it is, might just change someone or might encourage someone. Don't give up, don't give in. You know, the best is yet to come. Definitely our best days are ahead of us, but the change has to start now. Take care and God bless.